Good evening. This is a VR in reply to Big Bear. We've got the Mr Brog and some Yachtsman, which in actual fact this is the first pipe I've smoked all week. Thank you for your reply. I thought it was very interesting to see how you and Andy met. You had me going a bit for the one about the prison, but I thought that was a little bit far-fetched. I don't actually know what Craigslist is. I must try and find out what I think, but I don't really know what it is. Anyway, I take it it's some sort of dating-y site or something, or I don't really know. So I thought I'd tell you the story of how myself and Mrs Sottonpiper met. Well, when I was 16, after I left school, for the summer I left school, I got a job working for a little mobile shop. It was on a van that used to go around the sort of all the different campsites in the New Forest. And I just worked there all summer, and it got to the last, I think it was the last week, or second to last week, when I was working there, and this company, the place I worked for, they actually had a caravan that was a shop on one of the campsites, at Round Hill campsite, sort of down towards Brockenhurst in the New Forest. And this one particular, this woman worked on it normally. This one particular week, which is like the second to last week when I was there, she was on holiday, so they asked me if for that week I would go and work on this shop. And it's the only week I ever did. Anyway, I think I started on the Monday, and by I think it was on the Monday. No, it wasn't. It was a Wednesday. Sorry, beg your pardon. On the Wednesday of that week, and it was the oh God, I can't remember the exact 21st. I think it was of August, 1991, and actually, I met my wife, what turned out to be my wife's sister first, and I was just talking to her a bit and what have you. And then my wife came, what was Emma, who's my wife now, she came to the shop, basically to get some change for the phone, to phone her boyfriend. And got chatting to her, and this and the other, and I asked her out on a date, but being 16, and she was on holiday on holiday in the New Forest, being 16, I had no car or anything like that, so I had to then talk my mum into driving out to the other side of, driving about, I don't know, 15 miles to pick Emma up, to then go out and drive us to Southampton, drop us off, go on a date, and then we got a bus back to my mum and dad's house, and then she had to drive us all the way back to the campsite again. And that was how we met, really. That was on the Wednesday. She went home on the Friday, and she lived in Hungerford in Berkshire, which was about 50 miles away from where I lived. I had no car or anything, but you know, from then on, once a week sort of thing, I used to go up and see her on the train, or she'd come and see me. And that was in the August, and then in the November, when she was only 17, she decided to move to Southampton, basically, and she moved in and lodged with a friend of my mum's. And about 6-7 months after that, we got a little studio flat together, and we were both sort of 17, and then we went from there, really, and we've been together ever since. So we've been together 22 years this year, so there we go. That was my story anyway, but thank you, Big Bear, thank you, Andy, good reply, I really enjoyed it. See you again, fellas, bye.